I want to, I'm gonna try to get out of this and get some sobriety under my belt and then venture into that and see if I'm still that same person. But I think after this little adventure, I'm spiritually a different person, so it might be leading me in a different direction. I made a deal with a couple people that I'm very close with that I'm going to go into treatment. So
awesome.
I'm kind of I'm at peace with the fact that I have made a permanent decision to move forward with something I plan on taking seriously. I didn't quite make it there. I'm sure that you guys are all not surprised. But I did start to make some phone calls the following week, and the beds have been full. This morning I continued to make those phone calls, and I don't know if it's because of that it's become an epidemic. They're all full, so I'm trying relentlessly every day, and if anybody has any suggestions, I'd love to hear them, because I'm ready for this to end. I'm exhausted, and yeah.
It's been over 2 years since we've seen Kristin for an update, and this is our 4th interview. So how are you doing, Kristin?
I'm doing a little bit better. Still have a lot of progress to make, but I've since been put on Suboxone. It's only been 2 days, but it's the first attempt at getting off of that drug, and I had to because I started having some health problems that were along with, obviously not being able to see my kids, and it just wasn't a way to live. So I need to put on some weight, and there's a couple other things that I need to do. I'm seeing my doctor again, and my psychiatrist and a psychologist, but I'm doing, one little by little better.
We're back here today with Kristin in Garden Grove on Beach Boulevard, and it's been over 2 years since we've seen Kristin for an update, and this is our 4th interview. So how are you doing, Kristin?
I'm doing a little bit better. Still have a lot of progress to make, but I've since been put on Suboxone. It's only been 2 days, but it's the first attempt at getting off of that drug, and I had to because I started having some health problems that were along with, obviously not being able to see my kids, and it just wasn't a way to live. So I need to put on some weight, and there's a couple other things that I need to do. I'm seeing my doctor again, and my psychiatrist and a psychologist, but I'm doing, one little by little better.
It sounds like you're on the right track because you have to treat everything, like your mind and...
The mind and the body.
Yeah.
The mind follows the body, and the body follows the mind. I mean, at least that's what I think, excuse me.
And you said that you lost 30 pounds?
I lost a lot of weight. And that's just from, when you're on the street, as opposed to being inside a house, you've got your refrigerator, you just go to your refrigerator. On the street, it's it becomes a chore to eat something. So, sorry, my allergies are going nuts because of the wind. Yeah, so that's just, and it wasn't important. Taking care of my health wasn't important, which is crazy. So,
right. So basically you started having health issues, lost weight, and you're like,
health issues, and I'm losing holidays and losing, birthdays with my kids and things that, hallmarks in their lives that I don't want to miss. I'm not going to get those times back, obviously, so.
And how many kids do you have?
I have 2.
2.
Yeah.
So as far as the Suboxone, so how did that go? Did you go to a rehab, or did they come out here? How did you hook up with them?
I had never been to jail before, and I got arrested, and in jail, they put me on a low dosage of Suboxone after 3 days, and I decided from that point to stay off of the fentanyl and keep on with the Suboxone.
Okay.
So I figured, okay, well, I'm already here, why not why am I going to go back into that nightmare? So
Yeah. So that was a blessing in disguise, getting
yeah,
arrested.
it was.
Yeah. You might want to get a tissue because you wiped the lipstick
Oh,
right there. I don't want to not tell you that.
Is it gone?
Pretty much. Yeah, a little bit right there. There you go.
Gone?
Yeah, you got it.
100%?
You got it. Yeah.
I'll come after you if it's still.
And then, so is that also, you said that last week you were in contact with the case manager. So is that like all together, like the Suboxone and the rehab?
It
and the
all
case
kind of, yeah, it all
manager?
comes together. And it's crazy because somebody had told me once you make this step, then everything will slowly, you'll get your car back and then get back to work, and then, you know, everything comes all collaboratively. It'll come faster than you'll expect it. Because at first it looked like it was, God, how am I so far from where I need to be? But, you know, I had the wrong mindset, so.
And what's your current living situation right now?
I'm staying with a friend up the street. I moved to LA for a year and I was staying with a friend in LA. I mean, that was no healthier, but I'm staying with a friend that has nothing to do with drugs. And I'm working with the case manager to get into a permanent situation. And whether that, I mean, I'm not waiting for a handout or government housing, excuse me. You know, just getting back to work and paying rent and getting back into the motion of some normalcy again is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. So I'm not really too familiar with Suboxone. So how does that work? Is it like a 1 dose a day, or how does that work?
They gradually build it up. My nose won't stop running. This is so
Yeah,
annoying.
tissue?
Yeah. Okay. Cut. They gradually build. They build it up, and then I'm going to titrate off of it. At first, we looked at the other one. I forgot what it's called, but I thought it was a bad idea because everybody I know that's on this other one is still smoking Fetty. Now I forgot the name of it. Anyway, so I thought that was a bad idea. This one has an actual opiate blocker in it, so even if I were to smoke Fetty, I wouldn't get high.
And how do you administer it?
It's a little film, and you put it under your tongue and suck on it. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how often do you do that?
right now, I'm 3 times a day.
Oh, wow. And then, so how are you making money nowadays?
I'm not. I'm not really doing what I was doing before because I really don't want to go back to jail, and it's not right. So just when there's little odd jobs and things that come along. A couple of the place where I'm staying at has some older folks that live in there that need help with cleaning and taking out the trash, just stuff that I did when I was a teenager. I'm kind of going backwards. I help with that. And I'm looking, a good friend of mine that lives in these apartments, he just recently was diagnosed with lung cancer, so he asked me to be a caregiver, so I'm looking into that. But I told him I wanted to wait till I was on this for a little bit of time because I didn't feel like it would be responsible of me to you know, it's his life and I don't, so.
So after being on it for a couple of 2 days, how do you feel? Like this is it, you're ready for it, you're gonna keep going?
I feel a lot better actually. I mean, I know I still feel, I'm not gonna lie, I still feel like I'm withdrawing from it, but I feel my mind is a lot cleaner. And I look forward to it being 100% cleaner.
Awesome.
My whole thing is I want to get to the point where I'm healthy and I'm able to take care of my kids the way that, you know, they shouldn't take care of my family. And I want to get out there and let the public know, you know, that there's such a big stigma around the way drug addicts are treated and that it's a disease. It's not they shouldn't be shunned, and that's what they actually get treated. It's actually worse when they're just sensitive people that have a disease, and so hopefully I can do something in that arena, something to do with recovery. But I need to get some more recovery under my belt before I go that direction.
But I know you have it in you, because I remember the first video you said that you used to be a mortgage broker.
Yeah, I'm a loan officer. I shouldn't have said
Loan
mortgage broker.
No,
that was stupid.
Maybe you probably did say loan officer.
Yeah,
I don't really
no, yeah, because there
specifics.
was like, oh yeah, with those tattoos, there's no way. That's so stupid. All those guys up there that in the sales floor, they all tons of tattoos. That has nothing to do with your knowledge of loans or
Plus, you have so many, it looks like a shirt.
yeah, that's
sometimes.
like
if you.
And I didn't have all these either. And I wore a long sleeve shirt and I wore a suit every day to work. It was. Yeah, I was a loan officer, not a mortgage broker or anything. Just a loan officer.
What was your highest year? Do you remember? Your highest income?
I don't know. I think the highest commission I got was 19,000. That was the highest commission.
That's good for one deal.
Yeah, well, it took me 6 months to close that deal. But yeah.
And then, what were you saying happened to your phone recently?
Oh, I left it behind when I got arrested, so it's not. I don't even care about.
Okay.
I can just get another one. It's not a big deal. It's Obama phone. Normally they get stolen out here, but I haven't been spending much time out on the street.
So it must be hard. It's like this is probably not the place for you to be if you're trying to get away from this stuff.
You know what? It's not. Believe it or not, there's not. If I go near Garden Grove Boulevard, maybe. But even there, they've kind of cleared out. A lot of the people that are using are getting arrested and thrown in jail because they're sick of these guys being on the street and everybody being exposed to them. So they're either in the shadows or they're not. They're no longer. It's not. They're not out. If you guys didn't notice, it's kind of cleaned out a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
And that's because the cops are all working together to put.
Yeah.
Or is it like the social services are helping to help you guys in
I don't think
into
it's because
housing?
no, they're definitely not helping with the housing.
Okay, so let's just get out.
But the law enforcement is definitely taking care of keeping them off the streets and yeah.
So one last question here. So this is a popular thing happening out here. So have your belongings been stolen recently?
No, they haven't. Aside from the phone, the phone was in jail, so it's not really a big deal. No, because I haven't been out. And it is who you hang out with. Birds of a feather do kind of flock together, and I haven't been really around those people. So thankfully, my purse has been not tampered with.
So see, that's good news. Okay. Then do you by chance have any social media or a Cash App in case anybody wants to reach out or donate some money to you?
I don't even know what. How about I'll reach out to you guys or put it underneath the video or whatever, because I don't even know what it is. I don't even remember. I got Cash App like 8 years ago when I was normal, and I don't even remember what it is. And
okay. And then,
I can't imagine anybody wanting to donate money to a junkie, but.
Well, you said you're getting sober now.
No, I know, but I'm
You
always.
need help.
Even if I'm sober, I'm always gonna be a drug addict. I always have that mindset. It's a constant battle, and I have to stay up. I need to go to meetings and keep my mind away from that. It's a disease. It doesn't go away. So.
But in the comments, people say, "Oh, I've been sober for 20 years, and it's still a battle, or I still think about it."
Of
so
course.
you just have to stay
Because
with
it is.
see your kids, be healthy. You're 30 pounds underweight, you said.
Yeah, stay busy and just staying busy and keeping around helping others, and they're in the same predicament is the best thing you could do.
And then last question, do you have any words of wisdom for...
No, because the last time I had words of wisdom, I was dissected and pulled apart online. So
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't think I have any words of wisdom.
All right,
this time.
All right. And then, okay, and are you okay with us using the interview on our
Yeah.
YouTube channel? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kristen.
You're welcome.
Nice to
Thank
see
you.
again.
Thank you guys. It's good seeing you guys.
Nice to see you too.